Corazon managed to win the hearts of millions of One Piece fans in just a few chapters or episodes. But how did that happen? Don Quixote Rosinante was the second son of Don Quixote Homing and the youngest brother of one of the most evil figures in the One Piece world, Don Quixote do Flamingo. He was a former world noble before his family lost the status of celestial dragons, became outcasts, and that situation unraveled to be the beginning of the end for the family. Because of his past, Rosinante and his family were treated horribly during their search for a new home. The mother died of an illness and both the boys were devastated. But unlike his brother, Rosinante did not blame everything on his father and loved both of his parents very much, considering them extremely kind people. Doflamingo, on the other hand, took matters into his own hands and became jury, judge, and executioner. He fully fledged into the monster Rosinante was starting to see him as. Something not human. But that was only the beginning. Doflamingo took his own father's head back to Marizua only to be denied re-entry. Rosinante, on the other hand, went off on his own and the two brothers separated after their parents' death. Their paths couldn't be more different. Doflamingo became a pirate and founding member of the Don Quixote Pirates, while Rosinante was discovered by Sengoku and enlisted as a marine, becoming a commander. After 14 whole years, they reunited when Rosinante joined his brother's crew and became a second officer alongside Treble, Pica, and Diamante with the codename Second Corazon. Still serving the Marines though, Rosinante started his undercover mission. That is why he joined the crew, giving the world government valuable information about the dominant rise of the Don Quixote pirates, who were specializing in the black market trade, where Doflamingo used the codename Joker. Corazon tried to make his position easier by claiming to be mute. He also ate the Nagi Nagi no Mi, which gave him the ability to seal off sounds in a specific area, something he kept secret from the crew and used in favor of his undercover mission. Obviously, he did not consider the other members of the crew as friends or even comrades. Diamante considered Corazon dumb, and Vergo, the previous holder of the title Corazon, alongside the rest of the crew, did not suspect him of anything. After all, he was Doffy's little brother. Later on in our story, a survivor of the disaster at Flevans joined the Don Quixote pirates per his request. Seeing his potential evil nature at the age of 10, Doflamingo permitted him to join the crew. The kid had the amber lid disease that erodes the body from the inside out and shows no visible symptoms until its final stages, when white patches appear on the victim's skin, indicating not much time is left. That kid was Trafalgar Law. The first thing Corazon did after meeting this young kid was throw him out a window. You see, based on Diamante, he wasn't the biggest fan of kids. Law survived the fall and swore revenge. He found the perfect opportunity to claim it when the crew was on a raid and Corazon was not looking because he was reading a newspaper, so he stabbed him in the back. Unfortunately, Buffalo witnessed the event, but he did not say anything simply because Law started bribing him with ice cream to keep his mouth shut. Corazon did not tell his brother the truth. He just said that his wound was caused by an enemy attack during the raid. 2 years went by and Corazon was still continuing to monitor the crew without any problems, and Law had been 100% integrated into the Don Quixote pirates. Everything was about to change for Corazon because he overheard a conversation with the kids of the crew, Buffalo, Baby Five, and Law, where Law revealed his true name, Trafalgar Dewater Law. Immediately, Corazon dragged him away from the conversation. He and Law spoke in private, but not only did Corazon reveal that he was never mute and used his powers to create a soundproof barrier and prevent others from hearing the conversation, he also revealed that his goal all along was to stop Doflamingo's plan. He warned Law that he shouldn't be anywhere near Doflamingo and he should actually run away. He explained the importance behind the name D and pushed Law to go find a cure for his illness, because at that time he had approximately a year left. It seemed like Rosinante resurfaced again, taking over the Corazon persona he was putting on for all these years. He wanted to help Law, not just because of his name, because even though he knew the intentions Doflamingo would have after learning this vital part of Law, he also saw the same monster he saw in Doflamingo's eyes more than 15 years ago. He understood Law's demons. Still, Law refused to run away and said he would reveal everything to Dofi. Naturally, because of that threat, the next time Corazon came across his brother, he thought he was done for. But to his surprise, Law kept the secret in order to repay the favor Corazon did to him 2 years ago by not revealing he was the one that actually stabbed him during the raid. Soon after, Corazon took Law in a quest to cure his disease, something Doflamingo knew about and allowed. Both the brothers cared for Trafalgar, but had completely different motives. 6 months of going to different towns and hospitals, no progress had been made at all. So many doctors refused to treat the boy. The relationship between our two travelers, though, solidified during that period. Corazon sympathized with Law, and once, when he thought the youngster was sleeping, even burst into tears over him. But Law was not sleeping, he actually noticed everything. A Denden Musi call restored Corazon's hope, and he immediately came up with a new plan. The call was from Doflamingo. The two brothers communicated with Corazon tapping his finger either once or twice on the Denden Musi to answer with yes or no respectively. Doflamingo had intel on the location of the Ope Ope no Mi and wanted his brother to eat it and use the powers to heal Law. Said fruit was one of the strongest fruits known at the time, and it could even be used to perform miraculous surgeries. But there was an issue with Dof's idea. Corazon had already consumed a devil fruit, therefore it was impossible for him to consume the Ope Ope no Mi to save Law. But Law could be the one to eat it and still be saved. The plan was set. Corazon was happy, but he knew that his time with the Don Quixote pirates is over, not only because his inability to eat the fruit would uncover his secret, but also because Doflamingo wanted Rosinante to have the powers to execute a surgery on him and grant him eternal life, a procedure that would cost Corazon his life. Rosinante informed Sengoku of Dofi's plan to arrive at the meeting point. Godmori informed the situation, and even though he was told to stay away from the scene, he did not care anymore. He was not trying to abide by any rules or help a specific side. He was just trying to save his friend. The two of them sailed to the location of the exchange, and Corazon managed to steal the fruit using his silent powers. A bit later he was discovered by other pirates and was chased and even shot at. He still escaped and managed to feed the fruit to Law. He was exhausted and heavily wounded, so he told Law to deliver a letter to the Marines and then return to find him in order for them to flee the island together. Law did as was told, but the Marine he found? The original Corazon, who was working undercover for Doflamingo, Vergo. Rosinante accidentally revealed he can speak, and having read the letter, Vergo realized Rosinante's treachery and immediately attacked. With the Don Quixote pirates now knowing his secret and Law having his new powers, the two quickly swapped sides. Now it was Rosinante's time that was coming to an end, but he still wanted to do everything in his power to save his friend once more. After escaping Vergo, Corazon made Law hide and concealed him with his powers, so he can now escape without making a sound and being discovered by the Don Quixote family. Doffy and his subordinates found Rosinante, who pulled his gun and revealed his Marine identity. After that, he apologized for lying, not to his brother, but to Law, because he told him he was not with the Marines. Law knew. Even with his final words, he misdirected Joker by mentioning Law not only ate the Ope Ope no Mi, but he also escaped the island that was surrounded by Doflamingo's birdcage because of its powers. Doflamingo then shot his brother. He got his crew to carry the chests behind him, in one of which Law was hiding in complete silence because of Corazon's power. Law got out of the chest, sobbing, but still did not make a sound because Corazon wanted to stay alive as long as humanly possible for the young boy to live unnoticed without his spell breaking. Law did not know his friend was gone by looking at him. He knew he was gone because he could now hear his own screams. Corazon's spell had ended. And that is how Don Quixote Rosinante, the second Corazon, not only saved Law's life and shaped him into a completely different person, but also how he made millions of One Piece fans cry alongside Law, and with his story became everyone's favorite character. Hopefully you enjoyed this video featuring one of the best, most touching, and one of my personal favorite stories in the world of One Piece. As always, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.